Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of my tackle box tour video. Again, I know these aren't the most complicated videos when it comes to tackle, but like I said, I carry what I like to carry is I have a huge Cast King bag that I just keep everything in. There are some things that I can't put in it. Some things go in the compartments, like my offshore planer boards. I have a big compartment just for my offshore planer boards in a big plastic box. Obviously, they don't go in my toolbox, but they're in the boat. Just like your backup hurricane anchor or whatever. They don't go in my toolbox, they go in the extra compartments. But there's a few other things that I carry in my regular toolbox, tackle box, tackle bag, that is really, that I wanted to share with you. First of all, of course, these are always in my tackle bag, but when I'm in the boat, they end up around my neck, and these are my Cast King clippers. You know, they wear very nice around your neck, on your lanyard. They pull free when you need to clip, braid, mono, whatever you need to clip, and they put right in and they're handy right around your neck if you're retying, trimming anything, whatever you need. So those are always in my tackle box in my boat. I do carry my extra pro weights from Offshore Tackle in my bag. It's got the guppies in it, which are shaped like little fish. Just one of the cutest ideas I've ever seen. Just neater than all get out. But you know, I carry some extra clips in here, so that is in my tackle box all the time. I also carry my Offshore Tackle Crankbait Tuner, which is a very nice tool. You can adjust. You're going to grab your eye of your crankbait and tune it. I carry that with me in my tackle box. Also, I like to carry my whisker sticks in my toolbox, which are awesome. These are great little lights. They come with a really cool variety of colors, that is. They come with a really cool variety of colors. I think green and purple and white and orange. They last forever with these batteries. And you can use a simple zip tie. They actually provide a zip tie. You can use it to affix them to your rod tips or to whatever you decide to use them for. So I carry plenty of whisker sticks with me in my tackle box as well. I carry my Angry Cat bobbers in the bottom of my tool bag, whether it's a 2-inch or the 4-inch. This one actually has a quick clip design on it. It's like a planer board, only it's a float, but it's got the same. I use it a little bit different, but I always have several of these in there, whether it's a 2-inch or a 4-inch. Got those in my tackle bag. Always wise to carry a net gaiter. This one here is a Cast King net gaiter. I think you can see that. You know, those hot days, keep that sun off your neck, your face, your cheeks, nose, or even on cold days when you're running fast, you want to keep that cold air off your nose and mouth. It's always good to have one of them in your bag. You know, again, if you have a big box and you got room for a big box, Dad always taught me it was better to have something and not need it than need it and not have it. And that's kind of the rules I try to live by. And still, even as prepared as I think I am, I always find there's something during the course of the summer that I think I have, I don't have, or I didn't think I need, and I end up needing it. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, so you just kind of roll with it. Floatbacks. I keep some floatbacks with me. Typically, the hat I'm going to wear, I sweat a lot, so typically I wear a hat for a couple of weeks, maybe a tournament or two, a few guide trips, and then that hat is sweated through, looks nasty, and I put my floatback on my next hat. I've got a couple of floatbacks with me. These attached to your, back here to your connecting strap back there, and they keep your hats afloat if they blow off your head, which I know they all happen. You can check out floatbacks if you want to. That's neither here nor there, but good little product to have with you. I also carry backup tubing and backup bubble stones, different sizes. Good to have it with you. If you've got a couple of spare bubblers with you, which I carry in my spare compartments of my boat, you know, a lot of times when we're circulating fresh water, when I'm on the water, I very rarely have them in there, but as soon as I come out of the water, I can run my recirc pumps. I like to put a couple of these on there just to add a little extra air to the water. It helps some. Or if you have bait and, you know, you pinch tubing off, lose tubing, break a stone, it's always good to have backups in there, especially if you're a live bait guy and you don't want to lose your live bait. So I like to have those as a backup plan, and that's worked. In the past, I've carried some of these extra pieces of pool noodles. I've carried them. There's times when, if I know I'm going to a tournament and I'm going to use one specific kind of tackling cast hook that day, or I suspect I'm going to use just one, maybe two, I'll tie up maybe just 15 or 20 of each for just that specific tournament. I'll affix them to the pool noodle like such, you know, and wrap them. And me and Michelle, if we were using the same hooks that day, we can just use the pool noodle, keep it handy, and just pull off a leader and go. So I always carry a couple sections of that. So, in a nutshell, I have pretty much covered just about everything that I actually keep in my tackle bag per se. I keep all this stuff close. Extra batteries for my iPilot. For my remote control for my iPilot, and I carry extra double and AAA batteries for scales and flashlights, headlamps, things along those lines. So if I don't have it in the compartment of the G3, I have it in this toolbox. I may have forgot something. I've got so much stuff that I keep in here, and I figured while I had everything out, getting ready to organize and do inventory and make sure I've got everything I need for the upcoming season, I figured I'd do this little video. Maybe it'll help somebody out there that may have forgotten something or may think, you know, that's a good idea. Whatever. So anyway, I appreciate you joining in. Please share these videos for me. Get some people to subscribe. I haven't worked on my YouTube channel a lot over the last few years, so I appreciate you watching, appreciate you sharing, and we'll talk to you next time. I don't know what my next video is going to be, but it'll be soon, so we'll see you then.